Hello again, the cops. As the January transfer window gets closer, the noise around Liverpool is getting louder by the day. Fans are anxious, former players are frustrated, and questions are being asked about Arne Slot's decisions both in the market and inside the dressing room. This is a crucial moment for the Reds, and many believe the choices made now could define the rest of the season. Liverpool find themselves in a difficult position. Mohamed Salah is away at the Africa Cup of Nations. Alexander Isak is sidelined with a serious broken leg injury, and suddenly the attacking options look very thin. Add to that defensive problems, with Giovanni Leone suffering an ACL injury and Joe Gomez also unavailable, and it is clear why supporters expected the club to move fast and smart in January. Instead, what we are seeing has left many people disappointed and even angry. One of the biggest talking points is Liverpool's apparent decision not to push hard for Bournemouth forward Antoine Semenyo. The Ghana international has been linked with the Reds for months and is widely seen as a strong, fast, Premier League-proven attacker who could help immediately. With Salah missing games and his long-term future still unclear, Semenyo looked like a logical option. However, reports suggest that Manchester City are now closing in on a £65 million deal for the 25-year-old. This news did not go down well with former Liverpool winger Jermaine Pennant. Speaking openly, he slammed the situation and questioned why Liverpool are not even part of the conversation. From Pennant's point of view, the decision makes no sense. In today's market, £65 million for a player like Semenyo is seen as good value. He knows the league, he is strong, direct, and consistent, and he could have helped Liverpool right now. More importantly, Pennant believes Semenyo could have been a long-term replacement for Salah whenever the Egyptian star finally decides to move on. The criticism goes deeper than just one player. Many fans feel this is another example of Liverpool hesitating when quick action is needed. With Isak potentially out for most of the season and Salah unavailable, goals are not guaranteed. Every dropped point matters, especially in a Premier League season where the race for Champions League qualification is tight and unforgiving. While the attack has dominated most of the headlines, there is also frustration at the back. The failure to complete the Mark Guehi transfer on deadline day now looks even more painful. Injuries have left Slot short of reliable options in defense, and the lack of depth has exposed the risks of standing still in the market. But the transfer drama does not stop with players Liverpool did not sign. There is also growing concern about players who might leave. Federico Chiesa is once again at the center of speculation. The Italian winger finally made his first Premier League start at Anfield in the recent win over Wolves, but opportunities have been limited since his arrival in the summer of 2024. Despite his positive attitude and commitment to the team, Chiesa is a competitor by nature and wants to play regularly. Earlier this season, Arne Slot admitted that Chiesa was not happy when he was initially left out of Liverpool's Champions League squad. He was later included due to Leone's injury, but the damage may already have been done. At 29 years old, Chiesa knows his career years are precious, and sitting on the bench is not what he wants. Although he has spoken warmly about Merseyside and the Liverpool fans, Chiesa has also been honest about his connection to Juventus. He has openly said, "Never say never," when asked about a return to Turin. Italian media are now reporting that Juventus are once again monitoring his situation and could make a move in January. This potential exit carries extra weight because of Chiesa's past. He did not want to leave Juventus in the first place. He has previously explained how former manager Thiago Motta told him directly that he was not needed and should find a new club. Chiesa wanted to fight for his place, but the decision was taken out of his hands. Now, history could be repeating itself, but this time at Anfield. If Liverpool allow Chiesa to leave without bringing in proper attacking reinforcements, it would raise even more questions about the club's planning and ambition. Arne Slot is still early in his Liverpool journey, and no one doubts his tactical intelligence or calm approach. But football at this level is ruthless. Fans want action, not patience. They want to see the club react to injuries, protect squad depth, and plan for the future at the same time. January is not an easy window, but it is often the difference between success and disappointment. Liverpool are at a crossroads. Do they strengthen, silence the critics, and push hard for Champions League football? Or do they risk standing still while rivals move ahead? The answers will come soon, and whatever happens, it is clear that the decisions made now will be talked about for a long time. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything. Hello again, the cops. Liverpool's transfer plans are already heating up, and this time the focus is firmly on the heart of the defense. Despite spending big in the summer, the Reds now find themselves in a worrying situation with only two fully fit senior center backs available. As the season enters a demanding phase, injuries and fatigue are exposing the lack of depth at the back, and that is why January reinforcements are being seriously discussed behind the scenes. While much of the recent talk has been about attacking options and possible moves for wide forwards, the defense is quietly becoming the priority. Reports suggest Liverpool would ideally prefer to wait until the summer to land a marquee name like Marc Guéhi, but football rarely allows clubs the luxury of patience. With matches coming thick and fast, Liverpool may be forced to act sooner rather than later. Three center-backs have now been strongly linked with the Reds, and interestingly, one of them is already very familiar with Marc Guéhi. Crystal Palace's Maxence Lacroix, Club Brugge's Joel Ordóñez, and Brentford's Nathan Collins are all being closely monitored, and this is not the first time their names have appeared on Liverpool's radar. Starting with Maxence Lacroix, the 25-year-old French defender has quietly built a solid reputation in the Premier League. Since joining Crystal Palace from Wolfsburg in 2024 for around £18 million, Lacroix has become a regular starter and has formed a strong partnership with Marc Guéhi. The pair have played together more than 60 times, showing good understanding, balance, and composure under pressure. Liverpool actually discussed Lacroix in the past, particularly after Joel Matip suffered a serious ACL injury, but Palace moved quickly and secured his signature. Lacroix is right-sided, quick across the ground, and comfortable playing out from the back, all qualities that suit Liverpool's style of football. Then there is Joel Ordóñez, one of the most exciting young defenders in Europe right now. The Club Brugge center-back has been turning heads with his mature performances despite his young age. Ordóñez is already a key player for Brugge and has shown he can handle pressure in domestic and European competitions. One major advantage is his versatility. Not only can he play at center-back, but he is also comfortable filling in at right-back when needed. Liverpool have struggled for defensive flexibility at times this season, and a player like Ordóñez could solve multiple problems at once. He was linked with the Reds last summer, and those links have not gone away. Finally, there is Nathan Collins, a name that will be familiar to many Premier League fans. The 24-year-old has played all his football in England, starting at Stoke City before moving on to Burnley, Wolves, and now Brentford. Collins brings physical presence, standing at 6 feet 4 inches, and is naturally dominant in the air. This makes him a serious weapon at both ends of the pitch, especially during set pieces. Another big plus is that Collins qualifies as a homegrown player, which is always valuable under Premier League squad rules. Liverpool were linked with him during the summer, and his consistency at Brentford has only strengthened his case. What is clear is that Liverpool's scouts have been tracking all three defenders for a long time. None of these links feel random. Each player offers something different, whether it is Premier League experience, tactical versatility, or long-term potential. While the club may still dream of a big summer move for Guéhi, the reality of the current injury situation could push them into action in January. As the transfer window approaches, expect more names to surface and more rumors to fly. Liverpool know they cannot afford to gamble with such a thin defensive line if they want to stay competitive on all fronts. One thing is certain, the coming weeks could be crucial in shaping the rest of the season. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything.